Hey, how you doing? My name is Donald Hardaway, and I am the host of the Life Podcast, where we talk about balancing work, business, health, and navigating AI. Today's conversation is about health, right? And I'm sharing it with you because I believe I'm not the only middle-aged man trying to get it together. So let's just talk a little bit, all right? I wrote down some notes, so there's a couple of things that I want to share. I want to get my thoughts together before I share them here, right? So I've moved, and in doing so, I now live farther away from the gym, right? I belong one of the big chain gyms. Just where I moved, the gym that's closest to me is farther away than the one that was, right? So when you move in, it takes time to settle into a new place. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been to the gym in the weeks. And I'm a victim as everybody else, right? Motivation is determined a lot by environment and familiarity. So I'm in a space where discipline has prevailed, and that's where I want you to be also. But what does that mean? I happen to love working out. So it doesn't have to be at the gym, it can be at home, right? Moving your body weight is terribly helpful, it's terribly effective. I love lifting weights though. So this last, I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks, but this last week or so, I've been working out in a space that I have. So it's push-ups, it's free squats, it's leg lifts, sit-ups, and different isometric movements to help me stay strong for the most part. Not everyone has that ability. So point is, when your environment changes, sometimes so does your motivation, right? And this is a space where you need discipline, all right? It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to happen, right? If you haven't already, you want to get to a place where your muscle memory has kicked in, right? You get a sense for what feels good, what doesn't feel good, right? And you find it as you're in the middle of it. Maybe you didn't want to start because you couldn't make it. Maybe you didn't want to start because you couldn't make it to the gym. And that's fine. But when you get into it, in the midst of it, your muscle memory begins to kick in. Boom. You right back like you never left. Now, granted, working out at home is nowhere near unless you have a home gym, which I do not yet. I'm working on it though. But when you go back to the gym, your body will remember, right? So unless you have a home gym, working out at home is the answer for the most part, and that's what I've been doing, right? Push-ups work great. You can modify them. You can do them a bunch of different ways. Recently, I became a fan of what they call a Mike Tyson. It's like a lean and squat and a push-up all in the same thing. Look up the Mike Tyson. It's a very effective, I would say, full body exercise. Really, free squats, right? Perfect exercise for stabilization. And the beauty with free squats is that you can really adjust your speed. You can adjust your, you can hold your pause space. It's actually a beautiful thing. Free squats are actually quite popular. They're quite powerful too. Ab roller if you have one, or you can use it on the edge of your steps and do leg lifts. They all work. And that's the beauty of it. It all works. And what I've done also, because I'm aware that I'm not going to the gym, get more steps in. That's what I do. So instead of my regular making sure I get my 10,000, I've increased to now 12, 13, sometimes 15,000 steps. So that's what's been working for me, really, right? The point that I'm making here is that the gym is a tool and not the goal. All right. Movement is the goal. Consistency is the goal. The gym is just a vehicle to get there, right? It's not the only way, right? The home gym space is big business, right? Because people want convenience. And sometimes, yes, it's true. Your home gym turns into a place where you pile clothes up on or it collects dust. But should you one day wake up and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go dust that shit off and I'm going to go ahead and go and get some money. You'd be surprised at how rewarded it'd be, right? And especially if you find yourself in a space where you really want to get back to the gym, and we're all human, and some people have a predisposition about not performing at their best in public. So They don't want people to see them struggling with weights, so to speak. So they prefer to work out at home, get gym ready, and then go to the gym and perform. Listen, none of it is good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just saying it happens. You see, some people don't even make it to the gym because they don't want to be scrutinized. At least they feel like they're being scrutinized anyway. But we all know if you go into the gym, people watches everybody. Just like you're watching someone watching you. It's just the nature of the game, right? It's about being in a shared space to get to whatever your goal is. It's simple, right? But the gym is not the goal. It's a method, it's a tool, it's a vehicle. You see? The goal is to stay healthy. The goal is to stay fit. The goal is to stay strong. The goal is to be your best self so that you can live a full life, right? The quality of life is as important as the longevity of your life. So being alive is not enough. The quality of that life is what matters. And your body plays a huge role in that process. So you want to take care of it. It's simple. Now that's just the exercise part of it. Never, doesn't matter what you do in the gym. Food, it already starts at the food. That's a whole nother video. And I do want to spend some time talking about that, just not right now, right? Because there are at least three major things that food does for your body even after you work out. It also hinders your body even after you work out. But we'll talk about that in another video. So I really just wanted to get on here and share with you one, what I've got going on, and two, let you know if you're in that space where you can't quite make it to the gym, work out at home, right? If you're in that space where you really want to get to the gym, but you feel like you're going to be scrutinized and you don't want people watching you, work out at home. All right. You got to start somewhere. A thousand mile journey starts with the first step. You can't get done unless you get started. That's just a fact. You cannot get done if you don't get started. So get started. Respectfully.